Hey, for whoever sees this, um, I just really felt like I needed to post a video about what I call the demon of depression, because depression's been killing me for at least a couple of years now, but in the past few months, it's just been way worse. And I know that there's other people out there who feel just the way I do, but when you're going through it, you forget that. You forget that there are other people going through the same thing, and things that are even worse, way worse sometimes. And so you feel alone. You feel very, very, very alone. And even if you're a believer, you forget that sometimes. And you, not on purpose, but you're allowing it to happen. You let it get the best of you. And I just want to say how I feel when this is happening to me. It makes me want to lay down or sit down and never get up again. And I don't have a job, so I'm here at my house 24/7. And that makes things harder for me, I think. I know it does. You feel trapped. You feel like something is literally holding you down in your bed or in your chair, wherever you're down at the time. And it just feels so lonely. And like I said, you forget. You forget there are other people who feel like you. And I hate to say this, but you start losing your faith. And if you're not a Christian or whatever, then you just start losing, you start losing the belief in yourself. So you just want to quit. You just want to quit. For me, I feel like I'm trying to grow as small as I possibly can and sit as still as I can and be as quiet as I can. You don't want to move. You don't want to talk. You don't even want to listen. I put things on to watch just to try to distract myself. And I could watch 20 different videos and not remember even one of them that I watched. Not anything that they were saying. Because the whole time my mind is just running and running and running and running on everything that's bad. Everything that is bad, everything that could go bad. And good Lord, if you have children, you start worrying about them, about things that could happen, You know at this time everything's fine and that they're okay. But in your mind, all you can think about are all of the things that could go wrong. The most horrible things. And I know that's the devil putting that in my head. I know it is. I've been through similar situations. And the worst one I had before this one is when I finally, let's see, how do I say this? I want to say found God, but I feel like God found me. And I finally surrendered, let go of all my egotistical, worldly things that I was worried about. I let it all go. I laid it all at his feet. And when I did that, it set me free. I had a few years of feeling completely free because my faith was that strong, even when some really bad things were happening at the time. And I mean really bad. But my faith was strong. But right now, I feel like I'm losing it. I still believe, but I hate to put a but on that. I really do. But it's just the truth. It's the way I feel. And I know it's the way a lot of people feel at times. I know if I lay all of this back at God's feet again, that it's going to take all the weight off of me. I know if I can do that, that will work. But since my mama passed, I feel guilty for even breathing. I don't feel right. I don't feel like it's okay for me to be here when she can't. And I know that's not the right way to be thinking. I know it's not. But it's how I feel right now. And I punish myself for it. I punish myself because I feel like I'm part of the reason why my mama is gone. Because I put a lot of stress on her. And I know it wasn't just me. She had 3 children, and all 3 of us put a lot of stress on that woman. We really, really did. No matter what we did, she still loved us. She never pushed us away or tried to stay away from us. Never. She never did. Her faith was strong. I didn't realize how strong it was until after she was gone. There's a lot of things I didn't realize until after she was gone. That saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. It really, really is true. Because I just don't think you can know, really. That's not true. You can. It's just, sometimes it really feels like that. But I know I have to do this again. I know I have to lay it at his feet again. because I have 2 sons and I have a granddaughter on the way. And I want to be here to see my little baby granddaughter grow up for as long as I possibly can. So I have to get up. I have to get up. And I have to lay this back at God's feet and let Him handle all of these things that I can't. Because there are some things I can't handle and I can't change. Just like everybody. I think I have a problem with, I know I have a problem with wanting somebody to come in and save me. I used to watch a lot of fairy tales growing up, like a lot of us girls did. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, things like that. And so you get it in your head that maybe your prince is going to come in one day and save you. But I'm 47 years old and he hasn't showed up yet. So I don't think that's going to happen. I got to do this for myself. And I will. I will do it. I'm going to do it for my children and my grandchild and hopefully even more grandchildren. I prayed and prayed and prayed for a grandbaby. And now that grandbaby's on the way. So I owe it to her to try and get myself healthy before she gets here. Because I'm an absolute mess right now. Even though I have my own family, I have a husband, 2 sons, and about to have a grandbaby. Even though I have them, I feel like everybody's gone. My mama's passed away. My sister's passed away. My granny's passed away. And my brother is in jail. And whether he knows it or not, even after what he did, I love him. And I always will. My mama taught me to love like that. And I'm glad she did. I'm really, really glad she did. I just hope and pray that anybody who happens to see this believes me when I say, if you're going through something like this, I promise you, God promises you, if you lay it at His feet, He will save you. Jesus saves us. And you don't have to wait on Jesus to come riding in either, because He's already right there. He's running through your blood. He's the beat of your heart. It's everything. And that's true love. True, true love. I don't care who you are or where you're at. You always have that love. You always do. And when you feel it and you believe it, then you can love yourself. You can take care of yourself because you know what true love actually means. And then you can love your family and your friends the way you really want to love them. The way you were supposed to love them. I know that all of this is true. I've just been punishing myself. I felt like my mama deserved for at least one of us to be punished a little bit for putting her through hell. And I know it don't work that way. I know it don't. But that's how I felt. That's how I still feel. But with this grandbaby on the way, and my 2 boys, and my husband, and my sister Heather. She's actually my niece, but my mama raised her, so we grew up as sisters. I would like to try my best to try and stay healthy, get healthy, and stay healthy for all of them, because I love them more than they'll ever know, more than they'll ever know. I hope one day they do. I think they will, but that'll be in God's time when they do. It took me a little over 40 years to finally figure out what true love was. So I'll just leave y'all with this. It's never too late. It's never too late to be laying in your hospital bed thinking it's your last minute. And it's never too late. And for anybody who is in a hospital bed who might see this, and it is your time to go home, to our true home with God, please don't forget, you're never, ever, ever alone. You're never alone. God's right there. Jesus is right there in your heart and running through your blood. Know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. To anybody who sees this, if it helped you in any way, then my prayers were answered. I'll see y'all later.